Hello and welcome back to Runner's Fortune and the Library of Taba. And without further ado, we will jump into our recap. So, where we all left you all had had a very long heart-to-heart with each other, and you learned snippets of information about each other.
More than we knew before.
What?
It was more than we knew before.
It was definitely more than you knew before. And but yes, you learned snippets about each other, and then you did a little bit of looking at the portals. You determined a little bit more about them. Chodrak did some meditating and realized that that he believed it was possible for him to locate the orc leader, Sheltrod, of which he did. Found out that it was about 200 miles east of you, and you all found that it seemed like it was probably in a city named Carruron. And you found that one of the active portals does in fact lead to Carruron. And so you said, okay, well, let's go. And you left Everly with Sterling and both wolves with the people of the Esoteric Fortress. And you went to the portal and stepped in and then activated it. That's where you're at.
Mm-hmm. And we're back.
And welcome back. So, you all have just stepped into this portal and activated it. And the world swirls around you, fading out of existence. And then it fades back in. And you are in pitch blackness. Who all has dark vision?
I forget.
Nope.
I have dark vision.
I'm fairly certain I do not.
I have to go get something out of the car.
Nope.
And neither does Artimious. So, Chodrak is the only one who can see right now.
Where would I have written that?
It's an
page.
information.
Senses.
Yep.
I'm on the right one.
First
yeah.
page, upper right-hand corner, physical information under senses.
Low light vision.
Perfect.
I thought that doesn't exist anymore. It's just normal now, right?
You're right. Low light is now normal.
Nah, nah, nah.
Slash normal is now low light.
Yeah,
More than
they're the same.
the other way around.
That's fair.
Perfect.
Can I pull out a torch?
Well, sure.
It's a matter of can I pull out a torch and light it in the dark?
Hooded lantern.
So Rayvvin starts to pull out a torch. Chodrak.
Had to go to the stagecoach.
Perfect.
I pull out my hooded lantern.
Okay. So Chodrak, as the only one who can see at the moment, you see that you are in a stone room. And the stone does appear to be made of the same material as the stone of the Esoteric Fortress. And you can see you are standing on another teleportation circle. But you can tell it appears it is not currently active.
Of course.
So you would have to reactivate it in order to use it again to get back.
But it is, in theory, to the same place we just were.
In theory.
Oh.
You would have to study it to confirm for sure, but it would be a safe assumption.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna
Chodrak, you also see you are surrounded by dusty boxes. In fact, the entire room is just covered in dust. And it's a little hazy, as when you came through the portal, it did blow a good bit of dust into the air. Everybody make an allergy check to see if you sneeze. Or an asthma check to see if you keep breathing. Too real?
Too real.
So, you do also see it is quite hidden, or not quite hidden, but you can tell that it's a piece of the wall that is definitely a door. But it is also obviously a piece of the wall, not a built-in door.
Okay.
So Rayvvin, you pull out a torch, and Caleigh, you pull out a lantern, and you both light them, and the room is immediately bathed in light. It looks like it's probably only 30 feet wide or so. It's a relatively small, I mean, not quite that small. It's a single room. The ceiling is only 8 feet tall. It is not a very large room, and it is just a room. It looks like it has been undisturbed for quite a while.
Okay.
Huh.
Is Nate frozen to anyone else, or is it just me?
It's just you.
Okay.
So, what do you all do? It is quite cramped in here with the horses.
Oh, the horses.
Right.
There's not a lot of room to move around, not a lot of empty space. Chodrak is fine, seeing as he only comes up to the horse's knees, but
The rest
Still
of us
pretty
are a little squashed.
Can I put my ear up to the wall and see if I hear anything?
sure. Make a perception check for me.
26.
Okay. You do not hear anything. It's a pretty thick stone, and it is you hear the horses around you and some shuffling, and that's it.
Has anyone seen the door?
You all can
Might be
see
able to
where the
recognize
door
it.
is as well.
All right. Timmy, would you like to check the door to see if there's any traps or?
Yeah, I can do that.
I feel like you have a high whatever number we need.
Yes, he does.
What do you use for that? Perception?
Perception.
Oh, can I also help him?
Sure.
Not nice.
He's gonna luck that, and he's definitely gonna luck that one.
Oh no.
Okay, well that's the highest of the three, so we're gonna go with it.
Uh-oh.
I have a 27.
Cool. Artimious got a 14. Thanks for backing him up on that one. He rolled a 6.
Wow.
Wow, Caleigh.
He rolled a 4, and then a 1, and then a 6.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I didn't want that one.
What was that?
I said I am very perceptive. I stacked that one.
Oh crap!
What?
I never spent points. We can keep going though. I will do that now.
Did you forget to level up to
Yeah.
level 5?
Did
Uh-huh.
everybody else level up?
Yes.
Good.
Good.
Stupid.
Elijah, did you level up?
I don't think so.
Max 20. So, or
Yeah. I'm also realizing that a bunch of my information didn't transfer on like some of my, at least like my equipment and stuff. So that's what I was was like, wow, I don't know how that didn't go over, or maybe it just got deleted or something. But I'm sorry. But no.
But you being special.
All right. So between the two of you, you do determine that you find 2 traps on the door.
Oh, 2?
2.
Are either of them arcane?
They are not.
Can I attempt to arm them, or at least one?
Yeah. So that'll be a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, my sleight of hand is 1.
Artimious will definitely help with this one.
Yeah.
Oh no, that one.
Artimious has a 10. So hopefully he can do a little better at disarming it than he could at finding it.
Can I just have you roll with advantage?
Nope.
Dang it. Okay.
Now, you also don't have to roll. He can just roll. You don't have to help.
Yeah.
You pointed out where the traps were, and
Great.
so he's able to disarm them.
You go for it.
What you do notice is you do find one on this side of the door, facing outwards. And just in the slit at the bottom, you do find another one that appears to more be on the other side of the door, facing into your room. So he's going to try to disarm the one on the inside first.
Can we tell how old these traps are just by looking at them? Did they look like they've been there a while?
The one on the inside of the door definitely looks very old. That was a 28 for him to disarm, which succeeds. So he will carefully release the first one. And now he's going to get the one on the other side of the door, which is too hard to see to be able to determine how old it is.
Fair enough. You can do it.
Luck. Better. 21, which is good enough as well. So, he's disarmed both of the physical traps you were able to find.
Nice.
Get a check for I can check for traps if we. I'll check for magical traps just to be careful.
21. Is the coffee brewer going again?
We got 50 more to spend.
On.
And oops. And those. And then the max you can have in one right now is 20 in that one.
Hey, Pocho, is the coffee brewer going again?
No, our heater just turned on. Is that really loud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's crazy because that's
It's like quiet on our end.
like way over there.
That's weird.
Well, now it's okay.
Huh.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
But I didn't do anything.
Oh, we're absolutely silent. That's when it got loud.
Oh, I wonder if we're the only sound, so it just broadcasts our noise.
Maybe.
Who knows? Technology is weird. Anyway, I got 21 to enchantment, so.
Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna make noise so it doesn't get loud.
Yeah, I can hear it just slightly rumbling in the background once we all started getting quiet. Maybe that is what it is.
Just to build up.
So, you do not find any other traps.
Perfect.
I open the door very quietly and very carefully.
Okay. Stealth check.
Stealth. Did I stack this one? Answer is no. But I've been rolling okay. That is 15.
Okay. So, you carefully grab hold and pull the door open. You had to grip in between a couple pieces of the stone bricks because there's no actual door handle on it. It is a piece of wall. It looks like it was probably made to be disguised relatively, but also somewhat visible from this side.
Right. We should make sure we double check where that is when we get to the other side if it's not obvious.
And you swing it open towards you. And you see out in front of you a large stone room going out in about 30 feet in each direction from the wall where you're at. And the first thing that catches your eye is it also appears to be about 2 stories tall. The ground is wood. The walls are wood. It's all very wooden. The second thing that catches your eye is just a flashing light. And you determine pretty quickly that it's definitely a mage light that's kind of above your head. Just above the door. And it's flashing pretty brightly. The third thing you notice is the 10 armed guards that are rushing through the door on the far end.
Uh-oh.
Spears out,
Oh no.
leveled at you all.
We used the circle and it triggered the mage light as
Yeah,
magic
probably.
used. Where are we?
Oh. What do you do?
We come in peace.
You're currently kind of standing in this doorway, just poking your head out. You don't know if they've caught sight of you yet.
I closed the door
Okay. Stealthily again, or do you just slam it?
stealthily.
Stealth check.
No. As a 16.
Okay. You carefully, quietly close the door.
Then I whisper to the group, okay, so there's guards coming. There's a mage light right over the door. I think it was triggered when we came in. They've all got spears towards this door. I don't know if they know the door is here or if the mage light just happens to be here. Who knows? What do we do?
Come here, Jordan. Come here.
I guess they'll be coming here anyways. We just stand here and pretend we don't know what happened.
Oh, we were thrown onto the portal. Where are we?
We're travelers. Why are we here? Why are we here?
Okay. We're travelers. We were told if we use this portal, it would get us to a merchant. Said that if we use this portal that he knows of, that it would get us to our destination quickly. This was not our destination.
Where's our destination?
I don't know.
Because they'll probably ask us.
I mean, we don't really know either.
Okay, who's got a map?
Oh, it is. We're trying to go to
I have
Laura.
lots of maps.
We're trying to go where?
Oh no, let's not say we're trying to go to somewhere in Taba. We were trying to go to. I'm trying to pull up.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Omadano? Maybe we could be trying to go to Omadano?
Yes,
That's
I'm
a good.
good at lying.
I will try to tell them that since I've been there before. And then I open the door.
Okay.
Not
You open the
stealthily,
door.
confidently.
Unlike Caleigh, where the first thing she noticed was the wood floor and ceiling, and the first thing you notice is 3 spear points about a foot in front of your face.
Oh.
Oh, this does not look like Omadano.
Charisma check.
I mean, they're not necessarily wrong, though, because it doesn't.
Sure, but Abcde is also attempting to carry a specific amount of confusion,
Okay.
and is
I feel like
Fair.
Abcde all the time.
Oh, I'll take this. Wow. Is 12 really the highest number we can have? 4? Oh, because I got extra bonus points for charisma. So yeah,
Yeah.
26.
Nice.
okay.
Sorry. Yeah, 26. Math is tough to do addition.
All
Math
right.
is hard.
So, the spears don't move. What languages does everybody speak?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say common, Sylvan, cheese, and primal.
Primal, Elven, and Common.
Common, Celestial, and Draconic, or Draconian.
Just common and celestial.
Okay.
We need to get a better repertoire of languages, don't we?
I feel like we're pretty well versed for 4 people.
I mean, there's that. What does Artimious have?
Artimious has got Common and Elven.
Okay. The problem is just that we all end up with like the same ones.
Yeah.
It's
I
all a
can have
mess.
one open.
Yeah. Completely fix it.
Okay. So, the Caleigh in Draconian, you hear, "We do not speak or recognize the feeble common tongue here."
I step forward and say, "Where are we?" We were attempting to go to Omadano. We were told to go to this portal, and we did.
Charisma check.
Luck, using luck, I'm using 24.
Okay. Something does not make sense about your story, but you have arrived in the great Valesian Empire.
Oh, we don't understand, huh?
Nope. The rest of us are just twiddling our thumbs.
I'm going to translate, so I'll be talking a lot. We are in the Valesian Empire, and it's common as a language.
Oh, lovely.
It's good that we brought a translator.
We are all honored to be here, though we were not intending to be here.
Explain. Tell us how you got here. The spears have still not moved, and the people that, and you do now see, they had surrounded this little 30-foot box. They have all now moved around to the side where you're currently at.
Are you translating it all to us every time they say something?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll tell
Okay.
just tell them that I was practicing drawing my teleportation circles myself, and I screwed up my... Maybe I had the scroll upside down, or I don't know what happened.
Put the wrong rune in there somewhere.
Our friend is a student attempting to draw their own teleportation circle for the first time to bring us back to Omadano. And then something happened. They got it wrong. And somehow, with a mixed rune, we ended up here.
I see. You are all students of Omadano.
We are not all students. We were they were traveling on their way back from Omadano to their home, and we met them on our journeys, and we became friends, and the journey for him was quite far. So then we joined them on their journey. Then they got home. We did the whole thing. It's a very long story, but I will tell it to you if you'd like.
What is under the cup for?
Charisma check.
Okay, you've been doing okay. I'll keep rolling with this one. Luck.
Okay.
Are you gonna get in the way? You know, test? Why don't you just come?
Okay,
come on?
much better. 25.
Okay. Okay. So, are you the only one who speaks our language?
Unfortunately.
I see. Well, I shall bring you to one who will determine how deep your lies run.
Oh.
Oh, who is that, and why do you think we lie?
You tell the whole truth.
That's kind of fair.
Come, you will follow. And they form, leaving a circle in the middle of them for you all to walk into.
Is there enough
We
space for
brought
our horse?
Is
You may bring the pack animals.
thank you.
As you are looking at these guards, they all appear to be in some kind of leather armor. But you also notice that underneath this leather armor is definitely thick clothing, and they all have heavy cloaks as well.
It's cold outside.
Mhm.
I mean, we're wearing winter gear, right? Maybe not good enough winter gear, but we're wearing winter gear.
Yeah, what kind of gear does everyone have on them right now?
I think we all got winter gear.
We did.
Yeah, I have cold weather clothing.
Yeah.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Immune to.
Yeah, before
Question
we...
is, do you have it on you, or is it on Artimious' pack horse?
I
That's a
feel
good
like mine is in
question.
my backpack still.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't assume that I took
I mean,
it
if it's
up.
all still sitting in your inventory, then
It's in my inventory.
yeah, then it's probably in your backpack.
Yeah.
I
would
never specified that I took it off when we got to the warm area that was in the castle, but
Okay.
if it was too warm there and might have caused problems, I probably did.
I probably would be in warm clothing with it in my backpack, and as soon as I realize that it's cold out, or maybe I'll ask them. You know what? No, I'm gonna ask them. As we're walking, I asked, it was warm where we were. Should we put on our coats? Where I don't know the temperature here.
If you do not wish to freeze, I would recommend it.
Thank you. And then I turn to the group and say, all right, bundle up.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Did we not get any privacy for this?
No, in fact, they are keeping you moving forward.
I guess I'm
If you want to put on cloaks, you're going to need to do it while walking.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna do it.
They have formed
while
around
walking.
you, and their spears behind you are still leveled at you. And they are in kind of an interesting formation right now. There is a ring of them around the outside, and then a ring just inside. The ones that are all inside have their spears pointed at you all. So they are walking sideways or backwards potentially. And they are standing where a part of their body is touching the person next to them.
Jeez.
So the ones that are walking backwards, they are walking back to back with someone else. The ones that are walking sideways, they are walking back to shoulder with someone.
So, I guess I'm gonna try and throw my cold weather clothing on top of what I'm wearing.
Airing.
All right. So you arrive at the door, and he opens it. And immediately the wind is gusting, and a large amount of snow just begins swirling through the open door. and you step out into a veritable blizzard,
Oh.
or at least what any of you other than Abcde would consider a very strong blizzard.
Ew.
Abcde, this is a mild winter's day for you, seeing as Lorox is actually quite a bit further north than Carruron.
Gross.
You hear Caleigh go, "Whoo, yep, nope. We're definitely not trying to come to the cold.
No.
This is not good."
We should get close and bundle together so we can stay warm.
Now, Caleigh, what are you doing with your wings at the moment?
They're in the cloak.
They're in the cloak. Perfect.
Yep.
Have they been hidden since you came out?
Yeah, I said right before we entered the portal that I was putting my cloak on and hood and like,
Yes, you did. Yep. Perfect.
gosh, I hope that's the right call. Maybe it's better that I release them, but I don't think so.
All right. So you see quite a few people out and about. You are on a snow-covered road, and around you there are a number of buildings. And you see the buildings. This looks like a guard post. Chodrak, since you made a wisdom check before, I would like for you to make a wisdom check now.
Nice. 22.
Okay. You can sense the one that you're looking for. And you believe him to be in one of the buildings over there.
Okay.
Question.
Answer.
When the guards say that they don't recognize common as a language, that they refuse to speak it or don't understand it.
Good question. Do you desire to ask?
I will later when we're back in conversation.
Okay.
Not random.
Are we still with who's still in our group right now? Is it just us, or is that one guy still there?
What one guy?
It's just us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Timmy.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna. Let's see. I guess I would pull Abcde aside. I'm gonna try to stealthily pull Abcde aside so nobody else notices. So I could roll for that.
There's not very much of an aside.
Yeah.
They are standing next to.
I can't even sneak away at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, you could try. The snow is about 1.5 feet deep right now.
How tall are you, Chodrak?
Okay.
Can I ask you, I guess, could I get like a sense for about like how far that building is from where we are right now?
Less than 100 feet.
Okay.
You're not sure which of a group of probably 4 buildings or so. You're not sure which one.
Mhm.
And they are between 50 and 100 feet from you.
Okay. I guess I would just relay to the group what I think I know, which is that I get a sense that that orc that we're looking for is around here.
And you're relaying this stealthily?
You mean like...
Are you trying to hide that you're talking to them?
To who?
The group.
What do you mean? I thought it was just us.
Oh no, it's not us. They're like escorting us.
Oh,
guards
see,
are
that's
all
what I
around
meant.
us,
Okay, yeah, see,
escorting
that's
us.
what I meant. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So they are like,
Yeah, so
we are surrounded
okay.
by.
I thought it was just us.
No, it's not just us in
okay.
the room yet. Not yet. We hope.
Okay.
No, yeah, so you all are in a group. There is a ring of them around you, facing you with their spears pointed inwards. And there's another ring around them, facing more outwards. You are under direct watch.
Then I guess I wouldn't say anything. Okay.
I go ahead and walking. I'll go ahead and ask and say, just so I know for when we see who are we seeing?
You will know when we arrive.
Oh, okay. And you say that you all do not recognize the feeble language of Common as a language. I respect that. Do you all not understand Common or just refuse to speak Common?
Depends on who you ask.
Okay, just need to know if I'm translating for the rest of our day, trip, whatever this turns into here.
Few will be willing to speak Common to you.
Did you say he or you?
Few.
Oh, to you.
You. I heard
Yeah.
you will be willing to speak Common to you, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Phew.
Oh,
Yeah, or that.
understood. Thank you.
All right. You continue walking, and you walk now just outside the guardhouse, and you see a sprawling city down the hill from you. And so as you're looking, you see that you are probably about 100 feet up at a hilltop, and you are looking down and out at a city in front of you. The city looks like it's probably 200, 300 houses. You definitely see a small little market square. And the what you do notice is there's definitely a nice large inn that you can see it. And from here, you can tell that it's an inn, as it's the only 4-story building, and it's got multiple windows. You couldn't think of it being anything other than an inn looking at it. And it is definitely the biggest building in town. And as you continue walking, you don't see anyone else out on the road right now that you've stepped outside the guardhouse itself. You see some people in the town, it looks like, but no one nearby you at the moment. Are you all just continuing to let yourselves be led along?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you walk for a few minutes, and then you arrive at the outskirts of the town itself. You continue walking. There's definitely a good number of people out right now, bundled up nicely, but it doesn't appear that they are particularly afraid of this weather. And you are led down the main thoroughfare of the town, and people, other than notably steering clear of the guards, don't seem to really pay you any attention. And those that do all seem to, when they meet your eyes, give a little nod indicating hello, but not actually interacting with any of you. They seem to be a relatively polite people thus far. And as you're walking along, you certainly don't get any of the senses of fear and that you got from any of the cities in Taba itself that you've been in thus far.
I love and hate that at the same time.
So, you all continue walking for another 5 minutes or so. Anyone doing anything during that time, or just allowing yourselves to be led still?
I'm just gonna see while we're walking if I can get a reaction off of the guard that Caleigh's been talking to. I'll just be saying stuff to Chodrak like, "Boy, what happened to his face? That's not something pretty bad." Just to see the understanding of common. Make a couple
Okay,
of
so
remarks.
you're also saying these a little loudly.
Yeah, so that at least the guards can hear, and maybe they don't know exactly which one, but probably motioning to one. Oh, what happened to his face?
Make a charisma check for me.
19.
Okay. Okay.
I think while we're walking, I'm just in my mind trying to almost like prepping myself for a lie detector test and trying to convince myself this is reality, this is truth, and just going over and over in my mind of like, this is what happened, this is what we did, this is what happened, this is what we did, this is who we are, and like just kind of just in my head to no one else, because knowing that I will probably be the one to be asked the questions, just fortifying my mind of like, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this.
Okay. I would like for you to make a willpower check.
Oh.
Oh. Hold on.
That's
Let me take a look. I only have 2 left after this.
we rested before
Oh.
coming.
I know. Good thing we did. That is a 21.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
My luck has paid off so far. Let's hope it continues.
Yes.
Abcde,
Yeah.
you notice after the third comment, not the guard closest to you, but his marching partner starts casting glances your way as you make these comments.
I would stop there. I was just doing a test.
Okay. Yep. I will also say, since you did specifically mention him, you did not see any reaction out of the guard that has been talking to Caleigh.
Okay.
So, you guys have now passed the inn and continue walking.
Sorry.
And a few minutes later, you arrive at the other side of town, and you continue walking.
My goodness.
Oh, wow.
I asked the guard that I've been talking to, oh, how far is this place?
I do not know how close things are where you come from, but here in Valencia, things that are close are further than in others.
Okay. Mind if we get on our horses, and they walk us? We're staying in the circle, obviously, but like my feet are getting very cold.
Maybe you should have thought of that before coming to Valencia.
Again, this was by accident. Didn't mean to be here, so of course we weren't prepared at all. I mean, luckily I had a coat but
Yes, luckily. We also are not well known for our hospitality to prisoners.
I mean, I don't know who is, so that's fair.
Did he say we were prisoners?
Yeah, he did say we're prisoners. I'm going to choose to ignore that fact right now. They just don't know us.
All right. You guys continue walking for another 2 minutes, and you arrive at a small mound in the snow.
Is this it?
Yes, it is. And he raises a hand and waves it, and there's a shimmer that appears in the air. And what was a small mound in the snow is now a very small hut.
Whoa.
It's looks to be about 10 feet tall, and it's about 25 feet square. There's a inviting light coming from the single window on the door.
Do they want us to go in?
You will enter.
Oh.
Your horses will remain outside. We will keep them safe. We are not cruel people.
Not at all. Of course.
All right. Who goes in first?
Not me.
Me.
I'll follow right behind you. I'm like right behind your wings.
Okay.
That's under my cloak, so you know.
Yeah.
Great.
I will go second to last.
Okay. Artimious will take up the rear.
Okay, I guess I'm in the middle then.
How are these guards watching us heavily as we walk in still?
Perception check.
Oh, why did I put anything there? Ah, dirty 20.
Okay. Not as closely as they were before.
Okay. What I would like to do. No, that'd be dumb. I'm gonna just go in with the group.
What? That wasn't convincing.
You sure?
Okay, as soon as I get to the threshold of the door and before I go in, I'd like to cast Transform and turn into the fox that they've seen me summon as my fox. And just walk alongside Artimious.
Okay. I would like for you to make a stealth check.
Okay, that one. Come on. Dirty 20.
And then make a wisdom check
Ooh,
at
okay.
disadvantage.
Wisdom at
Your
disadvantage.
spellcasting.
Okay, let's see, dirty 20, but disadvantage. Ooh, I'm gonna luck that one. Oh, dirty 20. Wow.
Okay.
Both of them?
Okay.
The
Okay.
other one was higher, but
All right. You are now in the form of a fox, walking right beside Artimious.
can I still speak as a fox?
Yes.
No.
Wait a minute.
But you also speak primal, so you can
Yeah.
speak as a fox, and you can speak in fox language as a fox.
Cool.
No. My whole argument is that you specifically, you are a student. Here we go.
And you didn't even
So
see
the
that happen,
student
so.
is no longer here.
We're
What'd you
screwed.
say?
We're gonna die.
So, you all step inside the little hut. And the door closes behind you. And inside the hut is pleasantly warm. It's cool enough that you all still are comfortable in these heavy cloaks that you've donned, but also warm enough that you are comfortable. There's a small fire going in the hearth. There's plants and small animals hanging from the ceiling, scattered. And these animals, they look like they've probably been smoked or cured or etc. They are preserved, ready to be eaten at some point in the near future, as you would expect to see from a mountain cottage of somebody who needs to eat at some point. There's a table on one side with 7 chairs around it. And there is an elder lady, tall elder lady. She's easily 8.5, 9 feet tall. You would almost maybe even say that she's a Goliath. You're not 100% sure. But she is definitely a large, tall lady. She's got long white hair that flows down to her waist. And she's completely covered in tattoos. And she looks at you all as you enter, and then goes back to her pot on the fire right now. And it smells quite nice. What does anyone do?
I stay in Draconian. You have a very nice home.
Oh, it's not so nice, but the pleasantries are acknowledged. Thank you. She kind of looks over her shoulder at you as she says it, and then turns back to her pot. She tastes it, plucks a couple things off of the ceiling, crumbles them up into it.
They wouldn't let us know your name as we were traveling. What is your name?
Names are such bothersome things. They truly, if you really, really desire, I can tell you.
I respect whatever your wishes are. I do not mean to impose. I do feel like we are imposing by being here already.
You are a slight bit, but it is also not a direct fault of your own. You did not choose to come here, I believe.
No, we did not choose to come here at all.
Yes. Your words are true, but also all may not be quite the right word you're looking for. I do believe you did not mean to come here to this cottage, but come here at all, I believe, may be missing a meaning.
I do not know if I understand what you mean.
Few do, few do. Would you like a taste, my dear? She holds up the spoon towards you.
You know, this traveling has made me hungry. I would be flattered.
I walk up to her as she is about to sip this. Are you going to take a sip from the spoon?
And you take the sip from the spoon? Okay.
Yeah.
Just before she does, I would like to bite her, nip her.
Oh,
Nip Caleigh?
Yeah.
I didn't see Abcde turn into this fox.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Just a random fox came up and nipped you.
Ow.
Familiar looking fox.
Yeah. You do notice that this fox does have some interesting markings that you have seen before.
I look down and process it for a second and say, "Oh, sorry. One moment. I shall tend to my small wound." And I bend down, and just am like, in my mind, I'm like, "What the fuck is happening?" And I just like quickly make sure that I'm not bleeding, and then I just stand back up, and I'm like, "Oh, now what were we talking about?"
The soup, dearie. Would you desire a taste?
Oh, I think I'm okay, but thank you.
As you wish. And she returns and stirs it. Please, everyone, have a seat if you wish. You need not stand on my account. She gestures towards the table.
What language is she speaking?
Draconic still.
Head tilt.
I turn around and I say to everyone, but I ask her and say, I do respect and recognize that common is not often, what was his wording?
Spoken is not.
Is not respected and spoken here as much as Draconian. I am the only one who speaks this language. Do you happen to speak common, or would you speak common to my friends?
I can. I would. I could. I shall. I should. And then in common, please, everyone, have a seat if you wish.
Much, much appreciated.
Thank you.
Your Valkyrie and I were having a wonderful conversation, but if we must speak to this new age tongue, then we shall.
Well, I guess there's no reason to hide these anymore. And I really, like, I don't vamp out the wings, but like as I'm sitting, I don't feel like I have to constrict the cloak over them. I just kind of sit, and parts of the cloak might drape over and off of a wing, or
Okay.
Do we know how long the common has been a language?
You know that common has existed as a language since around the adoption of the prime calendar.
So a couple thousand years.
Yeah, it's been about 2,000, 2,500 years, plus or minus a little bit.
It's like calling Christianity New Age.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. After hearing that comment, the wolf goes up to a chair.
Fox?
The fox goes up to a chair, has a seat, and returns to half-elf form.
I look at Abcde. I'm like, are you serious right now? You're now
Practicing my magic. I am, as you can see, I do not know what I'm doing. I was told when I was in Omadano, where we are trying to go, That practice makes perfect. If I don't practice, I will never become as powerful as I wish.
But did you not hear that they called us prisoners? So why would you attempt to practice now?
Now is as good a time as any. I wasn't trying to harm them. If I wanted to practice something dangerous, I would have cast a spell, a very different spell. You're lucky I didn't. I had lots of thoughts going on.
Okay, all right. Fine.
I will sit down as well, by the way.
Sorry I bit you.
Fine.
Just practicing being a fox.
Really good at it.
Oh, thank you.
And the woman will sit in the unoccupied seat. It seems I was right yet again. Good, wonderful, fantastic, fabulous.
You seem to know a lot. How have you come by this knowledge?
Oh, here and there, this and that. Over time, through time, under time. Isn't that such an interesting turn of phrase? Over time. It would always seem that there must also be an under time if there is an over time. But you never have anyone say under time. Why do you think that may be?
Semantics.
Boy, I wish I didn't understand what she was saying. She may return to Draconic if this is the conversation you're having. That's in my head.
I think no one says undertime simply because they have not discovered what undertime means.
Wise beyond your years. I believe he may have had something to do with that. Did he not?
She may have. But
what?
I'm not sure he did.
Interesting. Interesting. And there is the first direct lie you have told.
Lie, but not one that I understood I was lying about. I often question my relationship there. Is that a lie?
No, 'tis not. But 'tis not.
I'm just gonna, I don't know. Is there food on the table?
No, it's still in the pot.
Oh, okay. There's not anything on. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna sit there picking at my fingernails.
I am enjoying being out of the cold and having a decent conversation with you. But why did they bring us here?
Oh, that I may decide what to do with you all.
Oh. Well, what can
I
we
am
do? Assist
somewhat
you?
of an important figure here.
Oh,
Somewhat.
I could tell by how respected and revered they talked about you.
What all did they say?
Honestly, they didn't say much other than... No, that wasn't about her. Awkward. Hold on. I'm trying to remember. Oh, other than when I asked about you and who you were, they said that it's important and that we'll know when we get there who we are meeting.
Such cryptic stoicism. It has a time and place, and to those who ask a question is not that time nor place. I shall have words with them.
Well, I think words with them will do good. They said that they're not necessarily hospitable to their prisoners, which few are, but I need not know why we are considered prisoners.
You came through a portal that frightens them dearly.
Oh,
Okay.
where is the origin of the original portal? Or the other end of that portal?
Who could say?
Oh. So they frighten the unknown.
They frighten of those who have come through before.
I see. And when was the last time this portal was used or that someone came through?
250 years ago.
Oh, tell us more.
And were you here for that?
Oh, yes and no. I was here, as in, I was in this world, I was around, I was present. Was I here? Yes and no. I am in many places at once, and none.
Okay.
I
I guess I'm asking, did you perchance meet that person 250 years ago, and what was their fate?
Oh, they live. Well, he does. One lives yet.
Only one? Did not only one come through?
No, about a dozen came through. The last remnants, I believe. I believe their first chance was, their first choice was made inaccessible to them. So they made a risky choice, and it may not have paid off as well as they had hoped.
Were they a violent people?
One,
The one that lived.
of course, as is often the case.
Why are you still holding on to him?
He refuses to die.
Well,
Some may
And you're not going to let him leave until he dies?
His crime was great. Should we simply let a murderer of a village go free?
No, but couldn't he do things to make up for it? Is death the only option for restitution?
Well, when he was initially imprisoned, there was no notion that he would not die.
Well,
Are we to join him in prison?
That depends on the outcome of this conversation.
Well,
We don't want to hurt anybody.
yeah, we did not come to fight or kill. And
And
that
did
is,
you come armed to the teeth, as some of you are, with great and powerful weapons?
we came to
We sort of-
defend.
We
The
sort of
world
just
is not a
stopped
kind
to-
place. As you have noticed, the stranger came through a portal and murdered people. We must have, for us, we did not bring these to attack, but more for defense, to keep ourselves safe.
when you're playing, you never know who you'll encounter.
And as you can see, we haven't used them. We haven't touched our weapons.
You are correct. You are not wrong. Nor are you lying. But attempting to hide all those magical weapons sitting in those packs of yours.
Would
We
you
would
Do you care to explain?
We would be targets if we just
You
walked
seem
around with
quite
them.
outfitted to outfit an entire army
Well, the truth
with
is, I
the
just
number of
didn't know
weapons
what
you
they.
have.
We didn't know what they did, so we just kind of were trying to figure out what they were doing. We have no idea how to use magic
And you know,
or which ones suit us best. So
you can always trade them off, hand them over as bribes, or you know, there's a lot of reasons to have carry these things, not always to fight.
Is that what you desire, to trade them off? I
Oh.
could greatly take them off your hands, and you would be well compensated.
I mean, I'd happy to do so if I knew which one would suit me best, because I would like to keep that one, but I'd be happy to offload the rest of them. At least the ones that I have.
You know, I could potentially part with
I don't think
a
I.
couple of magic items if I guess we should see a trade, huh?
Outside of conversation, or outside of game, which ones of us took magical items from the
I have
forge?
four daggers.
I know I took some, I took a bunch of staffs, so I have 6 magical staffs.
I have no magical weapons. I took scimitars, but they weren't magical.
I just have my quarterstaff. I didn't take anything.
Yeah.
I have four.
Artimious has some.
I look at one like the mother of the group and say, okay, well, I knew you were going to take 1 or 2, but this many? What? Come on.
Artimious may have more than a couple.
How many did he take? Everybody looks at Artimious. I feel like 6 is reasonable.
27.
27.
Aside from there.
Yeah. Do you happen to know where? You probably do know what I was about to ask.
If you're asking me to identify them, I could.
Oh, that wasn't what I was getting at, but
I would love help identifying these. So far, I figured out that one of them has the blessed spell on it, and that's it. I am not skilled at this.
Well, if you'd like to, take a look at Ravens and see if there's anything that interests you and perhaps that you would be willing to do a trade for. I would let you look at my daggers as well.
What is it that you desire in trade?
An orc. And passage.
You truly desire this being. Why?
It is not for us. His people have come into a very hard time. I think there's 4 of them, 3 of them left. That is all we know of. A basilisk had cast them to stone for 250 years. A
He
giant
had
spider.
told me as much.
Hmm.
I have spoken with him many times.
Did he say why he didn't kill the basilisk? And why they fled?
They fled for the other thing that was there.
The spider?
No,
What else is there?
no simple spider could have done this.
You know, the warlock, or the elf, the tiefling, Maybe that one?
No, not even they, but one even greater, one jealous of what had existed.
One that I would.
One that you know, but not the one of which you think.
Can I do a check to see if I could figure out who she's talking about?
Not yet.
Okay.
Could I?
Not yet.
Hmm.
Now, this one, she was... Most see her differently, but her wrath had been incurred by these people over quite some time, and blood had been spilt. And it took her quite some time to find that who she wished. He is now but a shell of the orc he once was. He did what he did to try and protect his people. I believe one of you knows of what I speak. And
I don't think it's me.
one amongst you does think that he knows of what they speak.
Who is he? I mean, it's obviously not me or Caleigh or Abcde probably, because we don't identify as he.
I know it's me. I just don't know. I don't like it.
Here is what I will allow. You may go and speak to this orc. You may have free roam of the town. And you shall even have free stay at the inn. What I wish is I wish for this orc to leave.
Yep. But
Hopefully we can manage that.
Do you think we will encounter any trouble getting him to leave with us?
Oh, quite.
you are saying he does not want to leave? Or they won't let him leave?
Both. Should he desire to leave, only one in this town could stop him. And I certainly have no desire to do so.
Oh.
He chooses to remain as partial penance, as partial self-loathing, self-pity, whining crybaby, and out of great fear that that which came shall come again. And he knows that, of course, I could stop her. A deity is no match for a Primalis, after all.
Excuse me, what?
Oh, for what?
A Primalis?
Yes, a Primalis.
Do I know what that is?
You do actually know what that is. You have never met one. But you have heard the deities speak of them in great revered tones. So you know that deities There are the major deities, and then there are more minor deities. The major deities are considered to always exist, as they have enough followers, enough people believing in them, that their power is great enough that they just exist. It would take quite a something to make them not exist. And they are considered to have existed since the beginning of this age, if not before. From what you know, there are 4 Primalis, each embodying a thing that is required for the world and potentially worlds to exist. You know that there is a Primalis of Shadow. You know that there is a Primalis of Arcana. You know that there is a Primalis of Faith. And a Primalis of the Elements. And you know that they exist outside of time. Or at least so even the deities say. They do not require anyone to believe in them to exist, they just do.
Is just Caleigh the only one who knows this?
Abcde, you have studied enough that you have come across Primalis before. Your knowledge isn't quite as in-depth as that. You know that they're called the gods of the gods, as they are seen as more powerful and existing further than the gods. Chodrak, from your time in the Final Flame, you knew that to be a creation of the Primalis themselves, that it was them who caused the Final Flame to exist in the first place. So you are familiar with the concept of them. You are familiar with the feelings of them. You understand that they are beings with emotions and with thoughts and intentions, and you were, while in there, connected to them on some level.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about the Primalis, I'm sorry.
Bummer. I'm ignorant.
It's all right. Neither does Artimious.
The two of us are in the back are just like, okay.
Primalis, sure, okay.
That's a word. I've never heard it before, but that's a word.
I'll speak up and say, then the honor I felt earlier is intensified and multiplied.
Now, does anybody desire dinner? I believe the soup may be ready now.
Is it vegetarian?
Yes.
Oh, it is. Okay, cool. Sure.
She does know all.
Now that is not quite true.
Did you know it?
If I knew all, I would have been able to get the orc out by now, because I would know the words to say to convince him to do so.
Oh.
I know little about the workings inside people's heads. But, true, sometimes I do know events as or slightly before or slightly after under time, if you will.
Caleigh chuckles and oddly feels comforted for some reason.
I'm just hella confused. I'm here. That's about it.
I
So
would
she
like
dishes. All right. She dishes up some soup for everybody. And as you taste it, you all feel this great warmth inside of you.
I don't need to eat, so I probably wouldn't take a bite out of
Do you-
politeness.
Fair enough. I mean, just because you don't need to eat doesn't mean you can't. But if you
Yeah.
choose not to, that is fair.
But now I want the warmness. I wouldn't have eaten any.
Okay.
Yeah.
She does place a bowl in front of you.
Okay.
It's up to you whether you desire to eat it or not.
I mean, I just haven't this whole time because I just don't need to, so I don't know why I would, you know?
Fair enough.
Other than wanting to feel warm. But
Ooh, tingly.
And so this warmth spreads throughout your whole body. And you all feel rested. As if you had slept a full night in a nice bed, like back in Brixair's mansion. And you all heal and regain everything as if you had taken an extended rest.
Oh, wow. Not that I really used anything, but cool.
I used all my luck, baby.
You get it all back.
Would that have anything to do with my little changeling stuff?
That would.
So I guess if I had felt that coming on,
Or no, so you don't take a rest. You
Okay.
just
get the effects of.
rejuvenate.
Okay, I just wanted
You're
to see.
Gonna feel better.
Just wanted to see if I was gonna feel myself change and have to do some
Quick shenanigans.
trickeries.
Yes. No, you do not. No.
The hell do you look like, Abcde?
A half elf. Let me get my backstory up real quick. Dirty blonde hair, bangs look like it got cut with a dagger.
They probably were.
Dull dagger, yeah. Not masculine or feminine looking, just plain old plain. White bread.
It's a shame we have to leave here.
Yeah, well, you got some of this stuff I can put in a to-go box? Or... It's delicious.
I look at Abcde.
You may, shall, will return once more before you leave, I believe.
Most definitely. So,
But I believe only once. Though meeting again still may occur. Or meeting before, as it may be. Time is strange.
Wibbly wobbly. Timey wimey. Did you wish to look at our enchanted items and see if there are any you would like? I know we talked about that, so.
As much as I say, I do not believe there are any items, even those created in the Grand Smithery of Taba, that could truly be of interest to me.
No, for your people, though. Any of the people here, maybe?
My people would distrust them.
Hmm.
They are a hard people. They choose to speak my language and not teach others the languages of the others out there, as they have come to revere only me.
Is that all of Verlesia or just this area?
Well, that is the entire nation.
this right here? Oh no, the entire nation is that way.
Yes.
Okay. Mild confusion. Okay.
Well, I guess you'll be vague when I ask you this question anyway, so I'll just ask it anyway. Is the library still out there?
Why, yes. It would be, well, not impossible, improbable for anyone to actually destroy it.
Could you tell us where it is?
That I cannot. It is even hidden beyond my sight. But I am certain that this orc has been there many times.
Mm. Oh, he has a portal to it.
That does not surprise me in the slightest.
What would it take to get information from you about where to find my brother? What would I have to trade for that? If you even know.
Your brother. Well, your brother you may see before you think.
Okay. So I don't necessarily need to look for him.
I believe you will find him very soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, does anybody else have any questions?
I mean, I know you mentioned that you could tell us what these are enchanted with, our enchanted items are enchanted with. Again, what would we have to trade for that?
I may be able to. My brother would be far better at understanding the enchantments there than I.
Your brother?
Yes, the Primalis of Arcane,
And what are you the primalis of?
of the elements.
Ah,
Out in this blinding snow, there is few harsher elements than this. I am quite at peace.
that's fair.
Do you all walk in this realm?
From time to time. I believe Garibor was just here recently.
Do I know who?
You heard the name is connected with the Primalis of Shadow.
And you're all related?
Well, in a sense,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we all were created from, born of, made by, made into, we made from the same stuff. Our origins are unclear even to us. We cannot perceive anything since before we existed. It as far as we can tell, did not exist. There is no before, there is no after. And it is all during.
Do you go out and speak to the people of the city, or?
From time to time.
Pretty cool. Are you going to tell them not to kill us when we step outside?
They will know.
Pretty cool.
The fact that I did not eat you all means you are safe.
Eat us? You would have eaten us?
In but the slightest of mouthfuls. This is
Caleigh-
not my normal body.
Ah,
I have come as to not frighten you outright.
Consider
Pretty
it.
cool.
slightly awkward silence.
What we think.
Is there more assistance I can give you? You are doing me a favor by removing this orc. A greater favor than I am doing simply by allowing you to live.
I mean, I guess just that you said your brother would be able to identify the enchantments, so where do we find him? Or is there someone else that we can ask that would be, I don't know, easier to find?
Last I knew, he was in Taba.
Ah,
Ah,
what is your brother's name?
My brother has gone by many names.
that's a strange name. Many names.
So
I
you
guess-
don't know what he would go by currently.
I do not know his current name, no.
Okay, I guess one last question then. Well, maybe I'll have more, but for now,
And one more thing. And one more thing.
there's always one more. If the orc is willing to leave, would you be able to get us out of here quickly? Or, just saying, if it helps you get him out quickly, if he consents, boom, can you make us leave?
I believe he could arrange that for you.
Okay, I just didn't want him to change his mind before we even got him there, and then the whole mumbo jumbo, and you stuck with him another 250 years. Trying to help you is all I'm doing.
I believe if you fail now, I shall never be rid of him.
Well, I will do my almost best.
They
Almost.
lied.
Or my best, or my somewhat best, not my worst.
My close to best.
Just trying to sound like she is. But, well, yeah.
Anything else from any of you?
I don't
I
think so.
have one more thing as we're leaving. I'll be the last one out.
Okay.
Okay. As we're walking out, I notice she doesn't leave. I look over to the group and be like, I think she's going to try to be her champion.
I turn around as everyone's leaving and just say, do I succeed?
Only time could tell, but you are on the most likely path. If you do not waver, and you still desire, you will succeed.
Then if you talk to her soon, tell her I'm coming for her.
That I shall. Watch out for the one that wields the hammer. You are playing with quite the trio here. Now you may make a knowledge check.
No way that is going to luck. Okay, one more luck. No, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. That is a natural 20 for a 20.
Wonderful. So, with her talking about a trio, she's definitely talking about a trio of deities. Of the deities, there's only one that is associated with a hammer. And that is Vulcus, the goddess of creation and smithing. Also, you remember the trio that you felt when you first entered the area of the castle of the fortress of the esoteric fortress. And with this knowledge and understanding, you begin to question the feeling of Vulcus that you felt surrounding the land and covering the land. And you begin to pick up on slight hints that you may have missed then, that it's possible that this land was not permeated with Vulcus's energy because of the people there, but may have been from the deity herself arriving there, or from a very powerful clash with the deity there. You realize the energy you felt tainted and angry.
Okay.
Interesting.
I will tread lightly and take that advice. I leave.
All right. And you all step back out of the house and into the cold again. And that is where we'll end for tonight.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching our newest library of Taba video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and feel free to check out our other campaign going on right now, the Pillars of Hypatia. They're a pretty wacky group over there, and we have some real interesting shenanigans. Tune in next week, and we'll see you then. Thanks!